This time, it goes all the way through. Okay. Following the tracks from... what?
Nothing. You didn't see anything.
You disconnected and reconnected?
What are you talking about?
I pressed something I shouldn't have?
Following the tracks from the landing, you head down the left tunnel and further into the unknown. Each step of the way, you feel uneasy and seem to jump at each new sound you encounter. As you push further, it doesn't take long before the tunnel opens up into a large antechamber, much larger than the landing you were previously in. As you peer into the chamber, you see a makeshift rope bridge crossing a deeper chasm, and on the other side you see a settlement built behind a heavy fortified wall. 2 guards stand post on either side of the gate, large in frame, both brandishing heavy great axes. Along the wall, but still nestled against it, are dozens of smaller tents, stalls, carts, a few pavilions, and you can even make out what is a makeshift stable for mounts, though you are too far away to see what sort of creatures are stored there. Alongside the chasm's edge are a series of torches spanning the length of the chasm on the opposite side of where you guys currently stand.
Wait, so it's bigger than the city above us?
Oh yeah.
That's why they have such a large bridge.
That's exactly why.
How far across is this chasm, roughly?
You want to know the length of the bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a large bridge.
Is it 10 feet?
Oh, God,
How
no.
long is it?
Oh, it's
Wait.
probably about 100, 150 feet.
And what's its girth?
It's narrow. One at a time, a single file line.
Oh, God.
And it's a rope bridge?
It's a rope bridge.
I can eat that much rope.
I'm sure you can.
Rope, you say?
Do the boards look well maintained, or?
Maybe a few of them would look sketchy.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Let's
want to
go.
cross.
I'm gonna go first because I'm light.
Fuck.
If that makes sense. I don't want to go first, but if
I want to
anybody...
go. I'll go first. If you don't want to go first.
Oh my God.
How deep is the chasm?
You cannot see the bottom.
All right. Well, it's got no bottom. I can't fall down and die if it's got no bottom. Let's go. It's easy.
Logic.
I don't think that's how that works.
I've avoided all the melee combat. This is how I die.
Bridge boss.
The ability check. I'm ready.
Okay, well, we've got nowhere else to go. We've got to cross somehow.
Let's go.
Okay, you go ahead and I'll have a thorn whip ready.
Approaching the edge of the rope bridge, you hear the soft crackling from the torches on the opposite side. The light barely reaches halfway across the chasm. The bridge slowly sways from the warm air that rises from the chasm below. A deep, bellowing moan fills each of your ears. I need each of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, that's not bad.
Oh, that wasn't great.
You failed. You failed.
No. My wisdom's so good, though.
I know.
Mine's pretty okay.
Wait. Oh no. Well, okay. What is this? Wisdom saving?
Yep.
Let me find it. There it is.
You failed.
Okay.
So, several large ray-like creatures rise from the side of the chasm. They grapple
Okay.
Korhaz, Avella, Varaka, Eobard, and disappear back into the abyss.
Oh.
As you guys run in panic.
Oh.
Are we considered frightened?
You are considered frightened.
Okay.
gotta love Till. He's playing in character. Your mind clears from the assault. And the two guards that were on the opposite side of the bridge at the front of the gate have approached the bridge with two other individuals. A male
Like, too far
and
away to see,
female.
right? Like
In details,
detail?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Penguin's just like trembling.
What just happened?
You're gone!
Let's not go across that bridge.
You hear a voice call out to you guys from across the way. Are you lot alright?
I mean, the three of us are. There were.
I'm very confused.
I step up to the edge of the bridge here, just the edge. So can I see them a little bit better? I guess not.
No, they're too far away for you to make out any details.
Is this gonna happen again if we step on the bridge?
He peers over the edge and kind of squints and says, I can't see anything, but then again, you can't see them to begin with. That's half the problem.
What is they?
They were cloakers.
Oh.
Oh no! What are our friends? There were others with us.
Our gold.
I want to push you into this chasm right now.
Well, your gold, not my gold.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's true. That's very true. He says, why don't you, he says, please approach, but I would suggest no shady movements, else you might find yourself plunged into the very depths that just stole away your companions.
So go fast, go light. Okay.
Should I throw her?
I don't think you
100
can.
feet?
No. I'll just walk. And I start across the bridge, stepping
Okay.
lightly.
The rest of you follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says yes, he would very much like to.
As you cross the bridge and reach halfway, the figures become more visible. Two dark elves stand flanked on either side by much larger orcish-looking figures. The dark elves bear striking resemblances to one another. Fiery red hair with piercing green eyes. Very odd features for their race. The male smiles softly as you reach the edge of the bridge and bows slightly in a greeting manner. His twin does the same. The guards huff up to try to seem more menacing than they already were.
Oh no.
Am I across the bridge yet?
Yeah, you guys are at the edge of the bridge on the other side now, yeah.
Okay, so I'm here.
Boop.
Hi.
He looks down. Well, adventurers, you sure did pick one hell of a place to explore. What brings you to Slatesplitter?
Slatesplitter? Is that the city?
Yeah, that's the name of it.
We came to Exodus on business, and the entire city has been emptied.
Oh yeah, the dwarves of Exodus?
Yes.
Some of them made it down here, away
Really?
from the undead scourge.
Really?
He points back over his shoulder to the tents along the wall. You can now see dwarven-sized figures huddled about, battle-worn, battled, bruised. They put up a good fight, but every time one of them fell, they were immediately raised as an undead abomination. This city, however, is protected from that foul necrotic magic by Kellamorph.
Kellamorph?
Yeah. Any undead who venture too close to this area are immediately turned to ash. He reaches into his tunic and produces a small amulet depicting the symbol of his patron. And let me show you. First of all, let me show you this. That's the symbol on the amulet.
Okay.
Oh. Oh no.
And then let me show you the figures.
Hmm.
Well, she's just the prettiest thing I've ever seen.
He quickly hides the
Can I
his symbol back under his tunic.
a religion check real fast here on
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Religion. Where's R? There it is. Okay. I did it.
Okay, what are you trying to discern?
Just like general things as far as like what I assume they're worshippers, right? Or they believe.
Oh, you would assume that at least he is.
Yeah, I would assume he's a worshipper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And maybe just discerning if they're dangerous or not, like as a religious sect.
You would know that Kelmorv is the patron of death. However, he opposes all undead and seeks to destroy it. So, while he may be the patron of death, he is not one to usher in death, so to say. And his followers usually follow the beliefs that death is just another aspect of life. Everybody does it.
So they'd be somewhat friendly if our sort of what is it? If our things aligned.
Right.
Okay. So Gavin says sorry, I have trouble with this one. Kelmorv, the god of death, who opposes those things who are dead.
Undead. They're undead.
Who opposes things that are undead.
Right.
I assume you're.
It's not natural.
Okay. Oh. I assume since you're against what's going on at the top of the city, or in the city, that you know that it's unnatural in some way.
Yeah. That's also why they took in refugees from Exodus. The deep gnomes here were actually trading between the back and forth with the dwarves. So.
Interesting.
Our friends just got taken and I don't know what to do about them, but I also... Is there anything that we can do?
Well, I would imagine that if they aren't lucky enough to be eaten by the cloakers, then they were probably carried off into much worse parts of the Underdark. There are new powers growing down here, enslaving creatures, raising the undead, and slaughtering those who stand against it. So far, the only thing our spies have uncovered is a new citadel deeper in the tunnels, but they didn't dare to press further to investigate after seeing what lurks around that place. If your
Where
friends,
is it?
well, you came this way.
How?
The tunnel split the other way.
How long has this been going on?
This is just recent.
So it's tied to our... It might be tied to our renegade.
Your renegade?
We are members of the Adventuring Guild from Haven. And we had a thief steal an artifact. And that's ultimately what we're here to do. Is to recover that artifact.
What is this artifact?
We think it has necromantic potential.
Huh.
But we're not entirely sure what it is. It was a cube of some sort.
That's a little vague.
Yeah, it is. We've seen it once, but I was a little bit, distracted by the undead hordes that were coming towards us.
Gavin says, we may have let the zombies out of the city.
His face, though dark in nature, goes a pale shade. You let them loose?
I don't...
When we went into the city, yeah.
Were they contained? They were
Well,
just laying everywhere.
They're stupid. They're undead. They
They were
gates were
moving.
closed for a reason.
We didn't know
I
that.
opened the door.
He opened the door.
That was a little further than I was going.
He turns and looks at you and says, "Why do you say that like you're proud of the fact that you let out evil?"
Just kind of standing there thinking, trying to think for a bit. For a while. Like, I opened the door.
Well, we couldn't really do anything about them since we had already entered, and they were on top of us very shortly after we entered the city.
Yeah,
There were 7 of us and very many of them.
yeah.
We didn't know about the situation before we entered the city.
Why did you come to Exodus anyway?
We were meeting somebody.
Well, more than likely that somebody is probably dead.
Somebody is marching southward right now. In undeath, I think.
Well, that doesn't help you much either, then, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Wow, what a predicament, for sure.
I'm sorry. I'm Penguin, by the way.
Oh, yeah, forgive me, my manners. I'm Malachi Everhate. This is my twin sister, Sabri. We are renegades from the city of Menzo Branzan.
Okay, hold on a second. There's a lot of things that I just heard that I have to write down. Okay, I heard Malachi. And the twin sister is...
Sabri.
Sabri.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they came from...
Originally,
Yeah,
Menzo Branzan.
Menzo Branzan.
Yep.
Okay. And where is that exactly?
Oh, it's much further in the Underdark. But I would highly suggest you not go seeking out that place. You guys would either be captured or killed on sight. My people aren't exactly friendly with the surface dwellers.
Tell us
Alrighty.
more about the Citadel, if you know anything else.
We don't know much. The spies found it in one of the twisting tunnels. They seen quite a few things around it that were unnatural and didn't press any further and came back and reported what they found.
Okay.
Can I go there?
And how long ago did the refugees come down?
Probably 2 or 3 days ago, they started to trickle in.
Okay.
Well, it seems that the item we seek and your Citadel are common. We have something in common with that.
It's possible.
If
Maybe.
this item is necrotic in nature, yeah, that would be a very safe assumption. And if that's the case, your friends might be in worse danger than what.
We gotta get him.
We have to get them.
Any idea where the cloakers would have taken them?
What is at the bottom of that ravine?
There's water down there, but it's way down there. And there are much worse things in the water below.
You guys want to go down there?
I mean, maybe if I could levitate, but
Do you know personally any of the refugees that came down that are here?
No. He says no. We don't know any of the dwarves by a personal basis. We just recently came to the city ourselves as refugees, so.
Okay. I don't remember the last name of the
Molten Fury.
Molten Fury. Is that the last name of Koraz's parents?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to speak to the refugees and see. Do you know if anybody by the name of Molten Fury came down?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, there's at least 2 or 3 dozen dwarves down here now.
Okay.
Not too many made the trip.
Were there any non-dwarves? Anybody else other than the dwarves?
No, they're all dwarves.
Okay.
I mean, Exodus is mostly a dwarven city.
Yes, our person that we were meeting, I don't think was a dwarf, but I'm not sure. We actually don't know if he was a dwarf or not.
Nope, you do not.
we'd like to question some of the dwarves if you'd allow it, and maybe we could also borrow your spies to help us find our people, if you find that agreeable.
I mean, you can speak to the dwarves all you want. As far as the spies of the city, you would actually have to speak with the king.
Is there? I know that we're asking a lot. Is there any way that we could gain an audience with him?
I mean, I can inquire. I don't know. Are you guys gonna reside within the city, or?
Are we gonna take a night in here, or?
We're kind of forced to stay here since our companions are somewhere around here.
We can't get back up into Exodus right now either.
Sure,
The
when
lift is broken.
the elevator access is broken, I forgot.
Oh, he says, I was not aware of that. That's very unfortunate. That'll make getting out that much more difficult.
The mechanism to it is completely broken.
Well, we fixed the mechanism. The problem is there was nobody up above anymore.
Oh.
It was a signal flare. And there's no one living in Exodus anymore to pull us
We have
back
to
up.
trick one of the zombies.
Totally what you have to do. He says, well, like I said, you guys are free to question the dwarves as you like. I can see if we can get you an audience with the king of the deep gnomes.
What is his name? I'm sorry.
The king of the deep gnomes?
Yes.
His name, well, it's King Slatesplitter.
Okay, that's easy enough.
So it is named after him.
Do I know anything about deep gnomes?
You would know, while most of the stories about deep gnomes are led to believe that they're evil in nature, they're actually not evil in nature. They're actually pretty secluded, and keep to themselves for most part.
Mm-hmm.
They usually hide away from the other races of the Underdark because they're usually picked on, forced into slavery, or just slaughtered in general. And if they do take deep gnomes into their city, it's either for protection or because they've proven themselves one way or another.
Are we gonna have problems talking to the deep ones?
Well, judging by the fact that the guards are orcish, and there's 2 dark elves here, and there's a band of refugee dwarves outside the city gates.
Probably not.
You would probably assume no.
And we're kind of like cousins.
Sure, if you want to say that.
We have a kinship in our small size.
No, okay. Way to stereotype my classification there.
I am a stereotype. I need 2 seconds muted so I can feed my beasts.
No, they don't need to eat.
2. Give me like a minute.
That's fine. I'll go let out my beast while she's feeding her noisy beasts.
Okay. I know he walked away, but... So out of character, here are 3 things that we need to do.
Find our dudes.
We gotta find our dudes, which would involve combat, I'm absolutely certain.
Yeah. I don't want to fight a cloaker if they are what I think they are.
Ready.
But
Those
I
kids
also
are-
don't want to just leave our dudes abandoned.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
We have to find out if possibly Korhaz's family made it down here. And I guess we gotta go after this stupid citadel and figure out if that's our man.
Talk to the king. We also
Yeah.
have to talk to the king and not die while we talk to the king.
just, like, we just have to, like, muzzle Ibanez. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
He's our dragon pet.
I got like 19 charisma. Maybe they can like me.
He is like a puppy.
Or be afraid of me, as that seems to be what's happened more.
Well,
than
you
the other
keep
thing.
roaring at people.
Well, I mean,
I'm going to intimidate them.
I'm a dragon man.
Might be able to get convince the dark elves to do something for us too. If we try hard enough.
They seem friendly.
Yeah. Seem like they could be manipulated.
Okay.
This is not what I was going for, but okay.
I mean,
You just
they're not
want
stupid.
the twin sister to step on you, all right?
They're not. I mean, they're not stupid, but I'm sure they can be convinced because of varying things.
Okay.
Varying
Can't bribe
things.
them.
Are we back? Are we all back?
Well, there's only 4. There's only 3 of you, so
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
You're right.
You're right. I can count. All right.
are you sure?
So, no. So, I guess we're going to go talk to the dwarves that are here.
We'll say
Dwarf
goodbye
talk.
to the dark elves and mention that
Do-
they should
do-
come and find us.
Oh yeah, do we have free entrance into the city, or?
I mean,
What?
the gates aren't closed, and the guards seem a little more at ease. And let me show you what the guards look like.
Now that they know we're not a threat.
Oh, Lord boy.
They're not
Can I
exactly.
fight 'em?
They're not. I mean, you could try.
What is he trying to do?
They can't be like full orc boy though.
Hang on,
I mean, maybe they can.
let me find the picture here. God damn it.
Oh no, it was Molten Hammer. It wasn't Molten Fury. I got that. Because I got that in my handout.
Uh-huh.
Molten Hammer. Let me make sure I write that down.
Do this and then.
What if Worthy's parents were in that hammer?
Could be.
What if they didn't make it across the bridge?
Didn't ask the elves about the hammer. Fuck.
Oh, Jesus. Where did it go? Oh no.
It's lost forever.
I'm fine. Hello.
Hello? Hello?
It's fine.
Come on, damn it.
bread.
You are what you eat.
Well then. Okay, here we go. Finally. These are what the guards look like. And if you want details on them, you would have to make a history check.
I will make a history check.
Too late.
That is
Minus
a
2 doesn't
5.
tell you a damn thing.
They're orcs.
That's a man.
So they are called Urogs.
Urogs?
Mm-hmm. Or Orogs. Orcs that once thrived in the Underdark. They look like normal mountain orcs, but slightly taller, with larger ears and pale eyes.
So they're big with big ears and lit eyes.
Uh-huh.
I can fight him.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. We
Let's talk to
will.
dwarves.
Yeah, we're going to go speak with the refugees. If you find anything out about an audience, please come and find us.
Well, you shouldn't be too hard to miss. Well, you might be because you blended in with your kin.
The locals.
Those two, however, much taller, easier to find.
I'll be sticking with the Dragon Man. He needs a little bit of help.
Are you sure that's such a good idea? He just seems a little dense.
He's got a good heart. And I just pat Ibanez's scaled thigh. He's a good boy.
They kind of chuckle and walk away. The guards go back to their post.
Okay, we're gonna go and talk to the refugees.
Okay.
Over here.
So all around you are makeshift tents, and they're small tents, larger tents, some very common, some grand. But the inhabitants, whether they be noble or common folk, they all bear the same battered, bruised, defeated appearance. And you see dwarves both young and old, male and female, some children.
All of them with beards.
No. Female dwarves do not have beards.
Okay. Is there anyone in particular that seems to be interested in us or looks friendly?
They all look scared right now.
Okay.
I'll go talk to him.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. You see an elderly looking dwarven male huddled in a makeshift tent, basically nursing a bowl of soup of some sort. He looks up at you. His eyes grow a little wide.
The soup? Who are you?
He looks down at the bowl of soup, looks back up at you confused. Who are ye?
I crawl in between Ibanez's legs and just pop out in front of him. Hi, I'm very sorry. He's really excitable. His name is Ibanez. I'm Penguin, and we want to talk about what happened upstairs.
What's to talk about? The undead came and destroyed everything we knew.
How long ago?
2.5 weeks ago is when things started happening, I guess.
Disappearances?
Yeah. Unexplained corpses that mysteriously wandered away.
That fits. Do you know if the Molten Hammers made it down here?
I'm not certain if that noble lot made it or not. I mean, their business was in the center of town and it was hit first, and from what I was told, left in shambles.
We think we found their son.
Oh.
He gives you a curious look. Interested, but at the same time a little disbelieved, because they've had multiple times where people claim to be the heir to the Molten Hammer family and turned out not to be true.
He's a prince. Can we ask you about them? Because we didn't know. We just. What kind of people were they?
They were good people. And then when the son was taken, it tore them up. They lost their business. They stopped caring because their most valuable possession was taken from them. All for coin. Shallow, really.
Do you know if there's anywhere else that survivors could have gone?
I mean, they could have ventured further into the Underdark, but most would probably think otherwise. There are much worse things in the Underdark than the undead.
That's what I'm hearing.
Some of the other citizens of the Underdark are not nearly as nice as these gnomes.
Well, we gnomes, we're a friendly bunch.
Yes, well,
Beholder's friendly.
you surface gnomes are much different than the deep gnomes. Your kin here get a lot of slack, but most of it's just stories. These are good folk. We did a lot of trading with them before the attack.
It's really good that they've been able to take you in down here.
We were very, very happy to have that happen. We wasn't sure what the answer would be. I mean,
Was there anything in particular that it was a trigger for these events?
we don't know what started it. We have no idea.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the lift? You mentioned trading.
Yeah, we know about the lift. What's wrong with the lift?
It won't go up. Obviously, we figured out that there needs to be someone at the top, but is there another way to get it moving up?
Yeah. The call. That would be a problem. I mean, there's a hidden shaft to climb back up, but it's
Oh.
further in the tunnels
Oh.
and may or may not be. I don't know if it's been found yet or not.
Can I pull out my map, and it's just a map of Bright
The
Star Forest,
surface.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really do you much good down here.
So I roll it back up and put it away.
You're like, oh no, never mind. I
Would
don't
you?
need.
Is it marked somewhere? Is there? It's
Um,
something that we could consider when we're.
It's not marked on any maps because it's hidden, but the fork at the landing split left and right. Left bringing you here, right taking you further down in the Underdark. If you continue down that right path, you'll come into kind of like another intersection. One leads into a mushroom cavern, and the other leads further down. There's a hidden switch at that intersection, which has the shaft leading back to the Exodus.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, well let's just leave. No.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Why are you guys down here?
We were hoping to do something about this undead horde.
Is that why you came to Exodus?
We were meeting an agent of ours, a friend of ours, to get some information about an artifact that might be the cause of all this.
An agent?
Yes.
From where?
From the Adventuring Guild in Haven.
Which one?
I pull out my signet ring for Kingsfall and show him.
He takes a moment and he looks at the markings of the ring and the guild crest, and he panics a little bit.
Me too. Seeing him nervous, I get nervous.
He really is a dog. Oh my goodness.
You're from Kingsfall?
Yes? Is that a problem?
Are you aware that your adventuring guild was leading a band of those undead fiends through the cities of Exodus, killing my kin?
Ha! Ha!
There
We
may
had
be
a
some
traitor.
rogue members of the guild that we're looking for right now to
We're chasing a
take care
traitor.
of them.
Would you start with your guild leader, who's not doing anything about it?
She is doing something about it. She sent us.
You better be damn sure that woman's doing something about it.
She sent us. I'm not sure what. We were supposed to meet another agent here who had information for us, and
Information about what?
the artifact that our traitor stole.
An artifact, you say?
An artifact that we intended to deliver to somebody who commissioned it. And
Was
it's
this
stolen.
artifact in a cube?
It did indeed look like a cube.
He's got it. Kill him.
The dwarf gets really quiet for a moment, as if pondering something, putting pieces together of a story.
What do you know about it?
You said you found the heir to the molten hammer.
Well, I didn't know that he was an heir, but he does look like the picture of the baby that we found in the tavern.
It's interesting.
I don't know anything about Exodus, I'm sorry. I'm from Rowan.
Well, I don't expect you to. You're not a dwarf, after all. If this artifact that was stolen from your guild, as your leader claims, is the same artifact that belonged to the Molten Hammer's rival
What?
family,
Wah.
Whoa, hold on. I just hold up a finger and I'm like, I need, tell me.
tell you what,
What artifact? The Copper Tails?
yeah, that would be them.
What happened?
They're a very shady bunch. We've never been able to prove it, but there are multiple rumors about the Coppertails, and they're meddling with darker powers. If this artifact is their artifact that they lost, they cannot get it back.
What? Tell me these stories about this artifact. What
Like
do you
I
know?
said, the Coppertails are shrouded with rumors. This artifact, if it is indeed the one that they're after, would be one of the horns of Orcus. And if you don't know who Orcus is, think of the worst thing possible that you can think of and multiply it by 1,000.
Do I know anything? Can I roll?
He's the greater demon,
Oh, okay.
one of the greater demons of hell.
Master the Undead, but I don't know that.
I mean, I know out of character, but
He's very, very, very bad.
Oh,
You know that.
should somebody do a history check to
yeah,
see if anyone
that's
knows?
what I'm asking. Can I roll
Someone who's
something?
not me do a history.
I mean, you guys,
Someone who's
you guys
also-
can
I mean,
all
I
do
it?
history checks.
Ugh.
Oh my
Hey,
god. All
That's
right.
good for you, though.
Wow,
That's
jeez.
like,
That was like a 20 for you.
That's a plot positive. Look at that.
Yeah.
So you all know that Orcus is like bad, beyond bad.
when did
And-
they
and it-
lose this?
They've been looking for it for a while. So I'm not sure. It was stolen from them and recovered, and then stolen away again and recovered again. It's a very powerful artifact, and it needs to stay out of their hands at all costs. So if your
Agreed.
guild is searching for this artifact, let's pray that whoever they are trying to give it to is not one of the Coppertails. Because the undead would be nothing as compared to what they could do with that.
Oh my god. Penguin's just reeling from this, like. I think we need to make a stop at some point and ask her who was looking for it originally, but maybe afterward.
After we find the rest of our group and then maybe get it.
And
Yeah.
After we get it.
Yeah.
After it's in my pocket.
Look, if you have the son of the Molten Hammers, He needs to reclaim the hammer.
I see.
What hammer?
We need to get.
The one up in the square?
Yes, that one.
What? I thought that was a statue.
Well, if you're not a molten hammer, you're not budging it.
Fucking got him. Oh my god.
Well, we have to go get him now. We just have to go get him.
He just got 8.
What do you know
What?
about cloakers?
I mean,
Took 4 of our
They're-
party members off the ravine.
cloakers are nasty creatures that reside here in the Underdark. I mean, normally they're not very sociable. They usually just kill without questions. If they were taking your friends, they'll probably be controlled by whatever is in power at that citadel that they found.
A beholder.
Unlikely.
I could chop him up.
Well, if you could reach him, I'm sure you could. Is he always like this?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I just pat Ibanez's knee. He's an excitable lizard.
I don't think I have anything else.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
If you do have the molten hammers, son, this will change a lot in Exodus. If it's him, have him reclaim that hammer. And a lot of answers will be given to him.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry about your city.
We're just thankful to be alive. Some of us didn't make it. A lot of us didn't make it.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to get rid of the threat.
Did I miss this dwarf's name?
He didn't give his name. You didn't ask.
Oh, I thought I missed it.
Nobody.
I said I'm Penguin, but he never offered.
Nope.
So
Gavin says, "Thank you for your time, dwarf. We'll be off."
Dwarf man.
can I roll an insight check on this man? Just
Sure.
to make sure that he's genuine.
Trustworthy.
Sure. You don't get any sensation that has any reason to lie to you,
Okay.
given his current state and
I've-
where he's at.
I figured. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you. What was your name again?
Oh, yes. Never did give you. Sorry. It's Malric.
Malric?
Aye.
Thank you.
He nods.
We leave? Or I back out, I don't...
I'm done.
Kind of dragging Ibanez by the tail.
He's just looking at the soup.
We'll get food inside, come on. So do we want to go inside the city?
Yeah.
Okay. We go up to
Dwarves
the
to be swindled.
guards. Don't
No, the dwarves
swindle
are outside the city.
Don't
Oh.
swindle the dwarves.
There's deep gnomes to be swindled.
Okay. Just not the dwarves.
Do we have to fight the orcs to get in?
No.
Can we talk to the
Can we
orcs?
fight the orcs
You
again?
you can talk to the orcs. I mean, you can try to fight them if you want, Ibanez.
Are the elves still here?
No, they left.
Oh, I missed my chance. Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to think of what I would ask an orc, but I don't speak Orcish. But I assume
Hello.
they
How are
they
you?
speak common.
You assume they what?
I assume they speak common or
Yeah, you would imagine so,
Mhm.
or at least undercommon.
Yeah. Nah, I'm good.
I just
Okay.
kind of wave at them and ask if we can just go straight in. Or...
The one on the left kind of snorts and nods.
Okay, I go in. I don't have anything to ask these men.
I'm gonna follow, but I'm eyeing the orcs.
I mean, it's okay. They're eyeing you as you pass through. They don't see too many dragonborn in the Underdark. It's almost as odd as finding an orc in the Underdark now.
I wanna. Well, I guess
So
we're
this,
just waiting. Or
yeah. Did I show you?
nope.
Yeah, I did. Didn't I show you? Yeah, I showed you this.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Deep Gnome City.
I remember.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah. So you pass through the outer fortified wall, and the city itself is kind of built in circular rings, and it elevates as each ring goes. Well, basically, kind of like a top, except the bottom is bigger and it gets more narrow as it goes up.
So a pyramid, kind of.
Kind of, yeah, but circular instead of triangular.
Yeah. Okay.
And this city itself is, I mean, it's fairly large. It fills up the entire back half of this antechamber. It's bedded into the wall.
We need to be somewhere that Malachi and Sabri can find us. Do you want to just find
This
a tavern
entire
to sleep?
city is foreign to you guys. None of you have any experience in the Underdark, let alone in a deep gnome city.
Are there any
That's
deep
true.
gnomes near us?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. I mean, the place is just bustling with gnomes, and people are walking back and forth carrying various things, having conversations, pulling carts, crowding, herding animals. I mean, tons of citizens, and they're all eyeing you suspiciously because you know you guys are both much larger than any of them, and definitely out of place being from the surface.
Mhm.
I kind of just wave at a few of them and give a shy smile.
One of them kind of eyes you like, really, a surface gnome?
I just say hi. We're new.
He kind of, they're walking towards you, and then he kind of shifts to the right away from you guys and keeps walking.
Never really
You
had.
get the,
You
you
seem
get
to be a
the,
little shy.
yeah, you get the feeling that they're not used to dealing with a human, a dragonborn, and a surface gnome too often.
What do we want to do while we wait around?
We'll see if there's any like shops that have like cool stuff.
Okay.
Let's look for an encumbered gnome so they can't get away from us quickly.
An uncovered gnome.
What? Why?
Direction.
We could go sit in a tavern. I'm not sure.
think they want to talk to us? They don't look like they want to talk to us.
No.
Is there like a market around that we see?
There's like a couple stalls, peddling like various mundane items. One of them is selling like what you would classify as like produce for the Underdark.
Okay. Should we ask around for see if there's like an inn or
Can I look for, can I ask
attempt to
around
ask?
and look to buy a map of the known Underdark?
I mean, you can try and ask one of the citizens as they pass by.
Run at him.
Ooh.
No, don't run. Don't run. Oh my goodness.
Are you running that one?
No, I'm not. Well,
Are you or aren't you? We'll deal with
no,
it
I'm not gonna yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
I try to like tap one on the shoulder as he's passing.
Okay.
Does he like does it work?
Well,
Is
I
he
mean,
dodging my tap?
he stopped, turns, looks at you, and takes a couple steps away.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm looking around to look and buy a map maybe.
A map for what?
The Underdark. What's going below? The surrounding area?
I mean, we don't venture too outside this city too much. I mean, everything outside the city wants to kill us or enslave us.
That's yeah. I can understand that.
If you want a map, you would probably have to talk to the dwarves, but you know, the dwarves have their own problem right now.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Is that
It's a horrible thing because we just lost some of our protection from much worse things below.
well? Maybe in the near future those things will be gone.
I don't think whatever it is just is going to up and disappear one day. I don't think that's how it works.
I mean, maybe. You gotta have a little bit of hope.
He kind of gives you a inquisitive glance and says, "You do realize you were in the Underdark, right?"
I've never been here, I'm sorry.
Two very different individuals.
Don't stay down here if you can get out. Trust me.
We have business down here. We have things that we need to do. Unfortunately.
Well, then I hope, for your sake, you make it out alive. But I would tell you to run and hide like we do.
Okay. Well, is there anything neat to see in the city that we should do while we're waiting for something?
Well, I mean, I guess that depends on what you classify as neat.
Meat.
We're looking for a tavern where we could get food.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of those. There's one right down the street, not too far.
Okay.
And maybe
Though,
a market where we could buy things as well.
you guys probably have to bend down. I mean, kind of tall compared to us.
They're used to it.
Especially
They've been
your
to my
lizard.
house. It's okay. They'll be okay.
And the market's a couple tiers up. The big market is, at least. I guess it depends on what you're looking for.
Anything we could use to make our way around the Underdark.
To fight a beholder to get 4 of our friends back.
A beholder? What?
Oh my god.
This one has an obsession with fighting things.
Yeah,
You
it's
can mostly ignore him.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to fight a beholder head on, friend. That's probably a bad idea.
Neither do we.
I still have my Hydra head here, right? Yeah.
You're still carrying it.
You do. Where's it at currently?
I guess I've had it like slung over my shoulder.
Okay.
I forgot
Well,
about it.
I mean, he's much smaller than you anyway, so he couldn't see around you through the head. But there are definitely people passing behind you that sees this head and is like walking further away from you.
I may have forgotten about that. We could get rid of that. It's
No, I
not
like
good.
it. It's mine. No, it's fine.
Good luck with that.
Thank you. We're gonna go sit in the tavern. Goodbye.
Good luck.
Thanks. We go and head to the tavern and have a meal
So
or
I guess
whatever.
we'll go down to the tavern. If I can't fit in there in the door, I guess I'll just sit outside.
So you get to the tavern, and like you said, it's built for gnomes, but there are tables outside, and there does seem to be servers that come to the patrons outside of the tavern as well. So you can sit outside in the Underdark and imagine that it's a nice day out, I guess.
It's sunny and beautiful.
Yeah,
Dark
totally.
and damp.
Can I minor illusion a sun above us?
I think it make people mad. I don't know. Is that offensive for them? I don't know.
Or like just a little rainbow with a cloud just above our table.
Sure. If you want to do that, you can.
Okay. It's just a cantrip.
You sit down at a table and you see Penguin gesture with her hand, and this rainbow just appears over your guys' table exclusively. And the patrons outside look up and go, "What the?" I look to you guys.
Is there another table I can sit at?
No, you're eating dinner with your family.
There
I
are
just
no
wanted
other
it to be
empty
nice.
tables. Sorry.
I just thought it would be nice. I'm sorry.
So the commotion has brought the attention of one of the patrons, and it's a young female, deep gnome, and she comes out. She looks up at the rainbow, looks back at you guys. Is that with you?
Yeah. It's mine. I made it.
Yeah. Don't see too many of those down here. Are we gonna have problems here? Do I need to call the guard?
No. Is it offensive? I'm sorry. I can take it down.
She looks at each one of you guys. Looks back to the rainbow. I don't know if it's offensive, but it's definitely out of place. Are you trying to draw more attention to yourselves?
No, we were just trying to have lunch and imagine it was a nice day out.
I really want to yell no very loudly.
Are you going to?
I don't. I feel like I don't want to get us kicked out. I don't know. I feel like you've offended them with the rainbow, and they're they're trying to be cool about it, and I'm just gonna make it worse.
Is he like vibrating with the wand to yell? I just kind of like pat him.
Okay. She's like, well,
It'll be gone in a minute, I promise.
she shrugs and says, what do you guys want?
You're the special for gnomes.
The special for gnomes.
Yeah.
Okay. What about your friends?
Meat.
He wants a lot of meat.
Do you want it cooked?
Okay.
You didn't specify, so it's a legitimate question.
Maybe they'll cook the Hydra head for you.
No, it's mine.
It's meat.
Ooh, yeah, you could totally convince him.
Mmm.
He's stupid. He'd fall for it.
No, I want gold from it. No.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that one.
Hey, buddy, you want to buy a Hydra head?
I have some ideas. We'll see what we find.
And she looks to you, Gavid, and you?
Whatever your special is fine.
Alright. She disappears, leaving you guys at the table.
I feel really awkward in the city, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
It's dark in here.
Did you say that loud?
Yep.
He's super loud. Oh my god.
You get a lot of people look back to you. Yeah, it's dark in here. It's the Underdark.
God.
I just look at him in bewilderment. Just, what are you doing? Do your people not have the concept of an inside voice?
I want to yell, "Oh, what?" really bad, too.
You want to yell, what?
I want to yell, "Oh, what?" in response to her asking if I know what an inside voice is.
I stand up, like, on my chair and just clamp his jaws shut.
Make a strength check.
Okay. Oh god.
No.
I gently pat his jaws.
Does it stop you, Till, or not?
No, that does not stop me.
Okay. So, you scream what?
A what?
Oh, what?
You draw more attention to the patrons of that are
Stop!
outside.
We look odd enough already. Can you just stop talking? Don't talk. Just nod if you understand. Don't talk.
Alright, nod. I'm nervous now, though, because I don't know why.
Okay.
Nobody's here to explain things to me, so...
That's true. Your handler is not here.
Yeah.
This is
Okay,
a
listen.
non-comfort zone for him.
We're gonna... It's okay. I just don't want to get kicked out of the city. They seem to be, like... friendly, but not really.
They're not offensive.
So you guys are sitting at this table, and there's a couple of tables out here, but they're all full with other deep gnomes who are enjoying various drinks or meals. The city is still carrying on around as you guys are sitting about. What do you guys want to do while you're waiting for your server to come back?
Can I just...
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no? I want to, like, get a general sense of the atmosphere. Like, are they, like, scared or upset? Or is everything just kind of chill?
You're talking about around you?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a general uneasiness. You
Because
guys
of us.
are from the surface,
Yeah.
obviously. That's already a big red flag. And then the fact that the people that they trusted and traded with, their city was just attacked and overthrown. There's another big red flag.
Okay.
So while nobody's making any accusations at you guys, there's definitely an uneasy feeling just emanating throughout the entire city.
Okay.
Oh God. So I pull out my deck of cards. I look at Abanyans, and I ask him if he wants to play a game while we wait for our food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's performance. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Me? Performance also, Sam?
It depends on what he's trying to do.
What are you doing?
I think we're just playing a straight game of cards.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you lose.
Well then.
I lost to a stupid dragon.
You lost to a stupid dragon.
I've pulled out my sketchbook and I'm starting to like sketch just people around us.
Okay.
I
That's
say
all.
to Abanyas, 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
You lose.
Dang! That wasn't even a nat 20 either.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
I start sketching them playing.
Does this make you feel a little more at ease, Abanes?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Alright, now we're gonna play a fucking rigged game.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's rigged.
So, let me see.
So is it sleight of hand?
I'm stacking the cards in my favor, so it's sleight of hand.
Yep.
And do I do performance or?
You, it would
I'm not
be...
cheating.
No. Do a perception check first to see if you notice.
Oh!
Yeah. You definitely notice that
No!
he altered the placement of cards, but you're not quite sure why he altered the placement of cards.
Don't you know how to play, Dumbo?
Of course. We're just playing for fun.
So now what?
Now it's just a performance roll, yeah.
These rolls, come on. Come on.
Even with you stacking the deck, he still managed to beat you, and you don't understand how.
Would any of the gnomes have noticed?
What, that you lost 3 times now to the Dragonborn?
Are you trying to hustle the gnomes?
Maybe.
I don't know
Maybe
if it
they
counts because I actually beat you.
maybe they noticed me losing to the dragon. Would any of the gnomes be interested in the game? Maybe they see our little performance.
They don't really pay you any mind.
Oh,
Oh.
well, okay.
They're kind of more leery of you anyway.
Oh,
A couple
just-
moments later,
Wait,
Oh, go ahead.
I just lean over the table and I'm trying to like whisper in Gavin's ear. I'm like, "Did you let him win?"
yeah. Of course.
Yeah, sure.
That's good. It's good for his morale. Thanks. And I just
You wanna
pat
make
his
a
shoulder.
deception check on that, you liar.
And I-
He's a little nervous.
I'm gonna insight check him for real though. Oh, okay.
You believe him completely.
That's
Yeah.
really nice of you. I'm glad. I'm glad that you were able to calm him down a little bit.
Anytime.
So like, yeah. A little bit of sweat.
She doesn't seem to notice. Okay. A couple minutes later, the server comes back out with a large tray of various things, drinks, and food. Most of this stuff looks completely foreign to you guys, never having had any of the Underdark delicacies.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
My human stomach.
There's meat though, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm a dumb lizard. I'll eat that.
And
Okay,
it smells really good, but you've never had it before, but it smells really good.
Oh yeah.
I'ma eat.
I'm gonna eat.
It's what, like a lot of mushrooms and
There is a lot of mushrooms, yes. I mean,
cave
you get a lot
moss.
of that
Gross.
in the Underdark. Mushrooms are alright if they're prepared okay.
I don't like them. Cut them off my pizza.
You're weird then. On pizza like the best thing.
No, don't talk about pizza right now.
Why?
Because he's a Chicago man. Don't talk about pizza.
Psh, whatever.
You got a lot of meat. You got a big plate of meat in front of you.
I'm gonna eat that meat.
A very large plate of meat.
What's Gavin got?
He's got the special. Him and Penguin got the specials, remember?
Yeah.
Do guys like it? I say as I put meat in my face.
It's a little different.
It's got a kick to it. It's not exactly spicy, but it's definitely got a kick to it.
I'm liking it.
If you want the rest, I'll take it.
I'm enjoying
Okay.
it.
Can I try to persuade Gavin to give me the rest of his food?
Sure. You can certainly try.
My
Oh.
God.
I didn't do good.
No.
He doesn't seem to be budging with his plate.
Can I
that
try to
is.
intimidate him?
No. Oh my God.
Sure.
Please.
You should say please. As you're trying to.
Say please really aggressively. I kind of lean towards him.
Let's see. You can make a. What would that be opposed? Let me see.
Con? Isn't intimidate for con? Usually?
Yeah, it
Or
would be-
5e.
Well, let me see if there's like a.
Or just a straight charisma check.
Go ahead and make an athletics check. Yeah, come on, you can.
Well, intimidation is charisma based, so I guess it would be. I guess it would be an opposed charisma check.
Skeleton.
Are you proficient with charisma?
Yes.
Then it would just be skilled for you. So a d20 plus your modifier plus
So this.
no. Roll a d20 plus your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
So 4? Seems like too much.
What's your constitution modifier?
Oh, Constitution, my charisma
Or
modifier.
what's your charisma modifier?
2.
And then what's your proficiency bonus?
Is that 4?
It
Alright.
should be just 2.
Should just be 2, so it's 20 plus 4.
20 plus 4, yep.
Oh,
So roll d20 plus 4.
My window.
Oh no, he
Hello?
killed.
Hello?
Oh no.
Oh, you crashed again, or you closed your
I-
window, then.
No, I pressed backspace.
Oh, Jesus.
So 20 plus 4. Oh. Oh.
No, he rolled.
He rolled a nat 20.
No. He didn't roll the
No.
d20. You
No,
just
no.
rolled.
Oh,
You just
okay.
added 20 and 4.
There we go. Oh no.
You are a little intimidated by Abanez's growl at you over your food.
I'd like to try to convince him that he has enough food.
Persuasion check? Gonna make a persuasion roll. Make an insight check, Abanez.
It didn't go well.
Nope, he's totally convinced you that you have enough on your plate and you don't need his.
Enough.
My goodness. I'm watching this occur and I'm just like dumbfounded. Why?
Arguing over food at the dinner table.
Why?
You're like our mom now.
Oh man. She's the mom of the group. She's Mama Pike.
No. I figured that was gonna happen though.
That's how
Did
you
we-
are in the guild anyway.
Oh, did we pay for this food?
Not yet, you haven't.
I feel like the kid who reminded the teacher to collect homework. After saying that.
It might have been important to figure out if our currency was actually good down here. Like,
Nah.
I'm sure they take gold, but like we have what, gold coin?
They were hanging out with dwarves. I'm sure they take gold. Right?
Sure.
Yeah, right. Everybody takes gold, right?
Yeah, most
Right,
people.
right.
You would imagine that most people use gold as a currency, as it's the standard.
I think we'd have to go to like another realm to have people not accept our currency.
Garçon, check please.
I turned to him and I'm like, "What did you say?"
He doesn't even know what he said now.
Jesus Christ.
He had like a moment of clarity and then it was gone the next.
Very briefly. Okay. It's sort of like a sneeze.
Yeah, basically.
I feel like we stick out more with that Hydra head you have of onions.
It's mine.
I
I kind of like scoot it behind me more so he can't see it as well.
let him keep it. It's gonna be fine.
I'm petting it like a little bit.
We need that for.
You have to move it from your back and sling it over on the table for you to pet it, the Hydra head.
Oh no.
You can't reach the Hydra head from that angle.
Yeah. Kind of impossible at this angle.
What do you guys think? I just out of character. What do you guys think I could get for this Hydra head?
Either gold or alchemy stuff, maybe like poison.
Okay, so I'm keeping it for the rest of the game. That's what you're saying.
I mean, the Hydra poison would be like reasonable if there is.
I mean,
don't know
I
if there
have
is
some
any.
poison in my
Sure.
bags
You have
already.
some more too, and it could be a little more potent.
Maybe, but I mean, I don't know. I got this Hydra head.
I'm just thinking we might get a reward if we bring it back to Rowan.
We could also make it into a helmet.
Okay, see, that'd be sweet. Wear like a Hydra skull as a helmet or something.
Oh man.
Do
Okay.
you guys want to find who would be able? Would that be like a? I mean, that wouldn't be a blacksmith, would it?
Like a skinning
leather
guy.
worker?
and
Yeah, like a leather
leather.
worker or something along those lines.
Mhm.
Would I lose my unarmored bonus if I wore that?
It's
if
not
it actually
technically
gave-
armor.
If it gave.
If it gave armor, then yes.
Okay.
You can make it into like an ornament if you want to. Just wear it on your head as a hat.
Okay. I'll mull that over.
I'm sure you will.
I wave down the server when I get a minute,
Okay.
and I want to pay for her meals, and then I want to ask her if they offer rooms there, and if not, where to get rooms, or just
They
a place.
They do offer rooms, but the issue is going to be there's not really any rooms.
For tall folk.
That have
Yeah.
room.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
essentially, room that have room. That's a good thing.
Well, then I'm just kind of like, well, can we just hang out here? We're waiting for somebody. Is that okay?
As long as you don't cause any problems, it's fine with me.
I don't intend on causing any problems, and I will do my best to make sure they don't.
Me too. I say very loudly.
He's a special one, isn't he?
Yeah. But
Yeah, it's starting to feel sleepy.
He's got a good.
She looks back to you, Abanez, and she says, "You."
I look back and I go, shh.
But are you loud or quiet?
I'm not too quiet, but I'm not like super loud. You know what I mean? I'm a normal volume, I guess. You know.
Okay.
So quieter than he was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Quieter than he was. Good. Now keep it that low. And I'll bring you some more meat.
If the two dark elves come looking for us, we're here.
Oh, the Everhates.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually the nicest dark elves I've ever met. And that's saying something.
They seem pretty friendly.
They can handle their own in the battle, though, let me tell you.
They're pretty strong.
Have you seen them battle recently?
Oh, yeah.
What
When
were
the-
they fighting?
The undead that were following the dwarves. It didn't last very long, though. And that Malachi was in his armor, and he just waded through the undead, and then they were all gone.
It's pretty
Quite-
handy to know.
Quite a sight to behold. What wasn't being burned down was being burned down in a different way? I don't know how it works.
Well, we're waiting for them. They greeted us at the gate, so.
Oh,
All right.
we should go to the market. They said it was up a tier, up a level, or on the higher level.
Oh right,
I suppose.
we did want to go to the market.
It was 2 tiers up.
How do
2
we
tiers up.
get up tiers?
Or just take the stairs at the Grand Promenade.
Okay.
Go down the street. Can't miss them. Giant set of marble stairs.
Well, thank you very much.
Yep. I would watch your friend, though, as you go further in the tiers. The guards are less likely to take his loudness.
I look at Gavid. Like, yeah, you guy.
He's so
Okay.
special. He's so special. Bless you for taking care of him.
Yeah. And
She sees the Hydra head on the back of Ibanez and goes, "Why are you carrying around the head of a decapitated lizard? Is that a family member of yours?"
Is mine.
it's his trophy.
I'm happy
You
about it,
just-
and then I stop for a minute and I get a little bit protective of it.
It was just something we killed.
It's his trophy. He wanted it.
He was a good boy and he gets to keep it.
Well, I'm sure it'll start attracting flies and let alone a stench.
Oh, we should find
Embalm
somebody
it?
to maybe preserve it or something. What would that be, like an alchemist maybe or something? Probably.
Maybe.
Depends what you're trying to do with it.
Got to go up there though.
Is there a taxidermist anywhere around? Or
So that would be like a leather worker type of thing.
okay, swag. Oh, well, let's head to the market, guys.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
We're
So,
going.
you guys leave the table. You follow the directions given to you by the server, and you definitely find the stairs leading up. Kind of hard to miss. And these are big, ornate, heavy marble stairs.
Now, just for scale, are the stairs larger than the bridge?
Well, obviously, you're in a town, not a bridge.
Okay.
How many hammers would fit on the stairs?
How many hammers? What kind of hammers?
Oh, the hammers from the surface, like the platform.
The Excalibur hammer?
Yeah.
Excalibur hammer. It's not buried in a. It's not buried in a lake. It's not Excalibur.
It's buried on an anvil in
It's
some
not
lava.
buried at all. It's just sitting on an anvil.
I mean, that's close. I would say that's the dwarf version. You know what I mean? Close to it.
Hey, just because you're not a molten hammer, don't be hating.
I mean, I respect probably Harthy for his, for who he is, what he does. But I'm just saying. You know,
Uh huh. You're just jealous because it's not
I
your
just
hammer.
want the hammer. I just really want the
Yeah.
hammer.
See.
Is this gonna be like a Thor hammer where Harthy's gonna hand it off to somebody and it's just gonna fall?
You mean they're gonna fall as they try to hold it?
You're unworthy.
Mjolnir it.
Yeah, it's Mjolnir, right?
Mjolnir,
Can I
yeah.
be Beta Ray Bill?
No, you cannot be Beta Ray Bill.
Rip.
Alright, we're
You're
heading up
not
to
a
the
horse.
market.
You're not a horse. You're a lizard.
We're heading up to the market.
Okay.
Do we know what's on? It's on the. We're on tier 1, right?
You're on the base tier.
Okay.
Yep.
And so we're going up 2, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we know what's on the one in between there? Do we
Nope.
want to stop and see, guys?
I don't know. That's not the market. That's what it said you were going.
Well, I get easily distracted.
We know that.
Maybe we take a peek as we're passing the tier and see what's kind of there.
Just
Yeah.
take a look around.
Just out of curiosity.
Okay, well, it depends on how far you're gonna explore down the tier as you
I'm
are
not gonna
crossing.
I'm not
Just-
gonna explore, I just wanna do
Just
like
take like a
perception,
glance around the
like-
stairs, like see what's around, what buildings are around, see what we
Yeah.
can see.
I mean, you can't really tell what the buildings are from the outside. They're large.
Should I
Larger-
throw the gnome into one of the buildings and have her tell us, or?
What? We're going up to the market.
Going
Okay.
into the buildings is a bad idea, since there's people currently looking for us or will be looking for us.
All right, so you make it into the market. You're definitely, as soon as you get to the 3rd tier up, you can definitely tell this is the commerce area. Lots of trading, barking, people selling their wares. There's a couple craftsmen that you can see from where you are.
Okay. Is there a place where I could get a bigger, meatier weapon?
I mean, you could probably find a blacksmith, but finding a blacksmith who would have a weapon for your size,
Okay, that's fair.
probably not.
Do we wanna maybe look for somebody to turn that head into a hat?
Maybe, yeah.
You wanna wear a Hydra hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm totally thinking of that hunter tier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
The cattle one with the Murloc skull?
No, that one that actually has like a dragon head.
What?
I don't know. We'll look for it later. We're gonna go find a leather worker.
Okay. So you take a couple of moments and you're looking around. You don't see anything out of the you don't see anything that strikes you as being a leather worker. But then again, you're not really sure what you're looking for.
Can I ask a passing gnome?
You could do that.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a passing gnome.
Okay.
I mean, I could just because I'm small, they'll talk to me.
Probably a better chance of them talking to you at least.
Okay.
I mean, you still are a surface gnome and they're not.
Yeah. Do they speak Gnomish?
They do, but but most of the time the dialogue would be their language.
Okay. So I hail a gnome over, or I step into their path, or get their attention somehow.
Okay. You manage to stop one.
Hi. Do you know where we could find a leather worker?
A leather worker? I mean...
The lizard has another lizard he wants to turn into a hat.
I want a hat.
The lizard has another... That's a lot to wrap my head around.
Yeah.
Oh, my head.
Just.
I kind of scoot back with the head.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple leather workers in town. One of the shops is down the street to the left. Giant, you can't miss it, there's a giant banner of sorts hanging.
Okay.
Not really a banner. Maybe a hide? I don't know what to call it. I'm not a leather worker.
That's okay. I'm sure we'll find it. Thank you
Just
very
look
much.
for the giant onyx banner type thing. That's the leather worker.
Okay, thank you. And I give him a little wink as I leave.
Okay.
I kind of keep my front to him as I pass by.
Okay, let's go. And we head down the street to look for the building that he described.
Okay. You guys walk down the street, and as you're passing down the street, you see lots of different stalls. Most of the stuff seems very mundane as far as wares go. You don't see anything out of the ordinary, or anything that strikes your guys' interest as you're walking down the road. But then again, this is all very foreign to you, so everything is interesting to you, having not dealt with it before.
And these are my kin. I'm like
Sorta.
all over the place. I'm gonna be able to go home and say, "Look, Pan, I made deep gnome friends."
A couple of minutes pass as you guys are walking, and then you see in the distance this giant building, and you can see like a forge out front and several drying racks for hides and or leathers, and then you see the giant onyx. It looks like scales of some sort.
Mom?
I look at it and I look at Ibanez and I look back. Are you gonna be okay going in there? Is that?
I'm very nervous.
It's
I
okay.
do not like
Once we
seeing
get
that up
inside,
there.
You're okay. We're gonna get you a hat.
Hat. Nervous about like the black scale armor? Is that what it was? Or
There's like a
Yeah, there's
It's
like,
like a
a
hide
there's like a
banner.
banner of scaled
Kinda-
hide
Yeah.
black skin.
that looks like him.
Oh,
It's... Hey, I'll hold your hand.
I'd like to persuade Amanias that it's okay.
Okay. Go ahead. Make a persuasion roll. Oh, make an insight check. You believe him.
Yes.
Gavin says it happens to the best of us.
That's how you
Oh my god!
consoling me.
Oh my god! I grab Ivanez's hand and I'm just gonna hold it as reassurance.
Damn, I thought of a better one now too.
No.
Sometimes you're the Hydra, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're the dragon.
Oh my god.
I glare at Gavin and we march in. Just... It was not very reassuring, mister.
I better seem to believe him.
I'm doing okay.
He seems alright with the fact that Gavin just threw an insult at him but didn't realize that he got insulted.
Yeah.
Let's go get you a hat.
Okay.
Very eager.
So we go in.
So you guys walk into the building, and there's like several deep gnomes in the area. They're wearing aprons, goggles, like they are not for protection, but more for examining detail work as they're working.
Mhm.
And inside the room, there are various hides, armors, leathers. The shelves have various leathers on them. And then behind the counter are like hides, drying racks with skins, like stuff they're being in the process of working on.
When I walk in, I like kind of like drop the Hydra head on the floor, and I go, "Make it a hat."
Just like that.
Yeah.
So with a loud thump, the Hydra head hits the floor.
Yeah.
And that automatically makes them jerk up from what they're doing
No.
and look in your direction. What? Who?
Hi.
Where did you guys come from?
I'm sorry. Please don't mind him. And the
He's
Hydra
got
head is
nice
like,
scales, though. The one scratches
No.
at its chin.
no! And I step in front of him, and I like hold my hands out, like I'm trying to block him, but I am 2 feet tall. His scales are not for sale.
You sure?
Yes. Can we make this into a hat for him, though? And I'm pointing at the Hydra head, which I'm pretty sure is bigger than me, but...
Oh yeah, it's definitely bigger than you. He looks down at the head. The lizard wants to wear a lizard as a hat. Isn't that
Hat.
kind of counterproductive?
He killed it. He wants to wear his trophy.
I mean, I'm sure we could do that. We have to take measurements and whatnot. What kind of hat does he want?
I'm thinking really hard about it.
I mean, are you trying to make it magical?
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm afraid of magic stuff, aren't I?
I
I
don't know
don't-
if you're afraid of magic stuff.
I'm certainly confused by it.
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted magic. I certainly wanted magic. Yeah.
mean, I can make the helm, but we don't do enchanting here.
Don't worry about the enchanting then. We'll just make it into a helm, and then if we want it magic, we'll take it somewhere else. And I kind of turn to him. Okay?
A hat.
Hat first, magic later.
Hat first. Magic first.
We'll have to take measurements for his head.
I lift the head and bring it towards them for them to measure.
No. Man, you're a special snowflake, aren't you? Not this head. Your head.
This is my head.
No.
Ibanez, they have to measure your head so that they make the hat fit right.
Hat.
They gotta take rulers around your head.
Okay.
They're gonna put a string around your head. That's all.
You kind of need.
You gotta sit down so that they can reach you, hon.
Oh, okay. Right, crouch down.
Okay. He kind of shakes his head and pulls out a measuring tape and starts measuring different dimensions of your skull.
I'm getting a little nervous while he's like touching me because I'm thinking about the hide that's hanging outside and just like looking around suspiciously, kind of just eyeballing stuff.
I wanna
You wanna what?
I wanna reassure him. I'm just gonna pat him. It's okay.
I'm not doing well right now.
Make a perception check.
Me?
Me?
It would be Penguin because you wouldn't be able to see.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because he's taking measurements.
No!
Oh.
That was a crit fail.
So you don't see as he's taking measurements. He's kind of messing with the scales on Ibanez's head.
Would he
And then-
feel that?
Does he feel
I'm
that?
suspicious.
He hasn't done.
Yeah.
You can feel. You can feel it, but you don't know what he's doing. You just think he's taking measurements.
I'm nervous though. I'm definitely nervous.
You are. You're definitely nervous, but you don't know exactly what his trait consists of for leatherworking. So.
Hat.
I don't see anything. I can't. I'm not reacting because I don't see anything.
Would I be able to see? I'm also obvious.
Oh. You can make a perception check
to beat that. Oh.
Looks good to me.
You have no idea. So
the longer it takes, the more nervous I'm getting.
He takes the measuring tape. I guess it's still color tape, right?
Yeah.
And he pulls a snug around your skull. And he lines up the edge, looking at the number. And then as he takes it off, you feel a sharp pain, and then it's gone. As he rolls up the tape and says, "Okay."
Did he just yank out one of my scales?
You don't know.
I'm full panic. I'm nervous.
Can I inspect him? Does it look like he's? Cause
I'm freaking out.
Did you say like ow or anything?
Yeah, I went. Ah.
Yeah, but those noises are pretty commonplace from them. So
that's true.
They are.
So...
I'm on edge.
You guys have.
And
you
are
have
you
no
okay?
idea.
I'm backing up to the wall. I'm nervous.
Hey, and I go up to him. Hey, that wasn't so bad, wasn't it? Are you okay? Hey. What's wrong?
My hat.
The gnome calls his friend over, and they pick up the Hydra head and carry it behind the counter. And he looks back to you, Ibanez, and says, How do you want this hat?
How big is the Hydra's head compared to mine?
Well, it's bigger than yours. This was a
Yeah.
full-grown Hydra.
But like, could I wear like its skull as like a thing, or is that too big? Would that end up being like an umbrella?
I mean, they could make alterations to make it fit your skull because they have your dimensions now,
Okay.
your measurements.
Now, if they did that, would I get to keep some extra teeth from it? Because I super want to keep teeth from it.
I mean, if you give them specifications to have
Okay.
like the fangs hanging still from the, yeah, I mean that's all
Okay.
on how you want it.
I'm gonna tell them I want. We can get someone to enchant a skull that I wear on my head, right? For sure. Yeah. Right. If we can find someone to enchant. Okay. Cool. I want to wear the skull on my head, and then give me some extra teeth.
Hanging from the skull.
I want teeth on the skull and the mouth, and then keep in my pockets.
Teeth in your pockets? Oh, you want
Yep. I want some loose teeth that they can hand me.
Okay. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard.
How long?
And then, can I get one of the eyeballs?
Okay. What do you want? You just want the eyeball? You want us to drive out the eyeball and give you the eyeball?
Yeah.
It's an odd request, but okay. Well, you could have just ripped out the eyeball yourself, you know.
Yeah. How long do you think that'll take, and how much?
I mean, it'll take a couple days to do.
Okay.
As far as price goes, he's not asking for anything fancy, really.
No. Do we pay up front, or are we?
No, you pay when it's done.
Okay. Thank you. And I turn to Ibanez and I say, we're gonna have to leave it here for a couple days, but when we come back, you'll have a hat. They need a couple days to make it into a hat. But it'll be the fanciest Hydra hat.
I'm very uneasy, but I like thinking about a fancy Hydra hat.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
I narrow my eyes. And we leave.
Okay. With one scale less on Ibanez's head.
It's okay, I'll have a hat to cover up my bald spot.
Nobody has. No... Well, he'll grow back a scale. Like.
It's true, you would.
But we don't know about it.
Nope.
You said there was nothing like super interesting in the market as we were passing.
Nothing that you've seen as you were passing towards this place.
Do we? Well, it said be a few days, but do we want to like try to see if there is like an enchanter around or something, so we know where it is, or?
We'll look when we come back.
Okay.
We might not even get it
also-
enchanted here.
I also want to see if I can like put some teeth or something on my weapon or something like that along those lines. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know if you could take teeth and have it grafted into an already established weapon.
I just want a weapon with teeth. I mean, if I can find someone with make a new thing with teeth in it, that'd be sweet too. But
Are you
either
waiting
way.
till you actually have the teeth first?
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
well, you're gonna have to wait a couple days regardless for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go
Okay.
explore the market a little bit more.
More market? Yeah.
More market.
More
Okay.
market.
What else could we be looking for?
What's close by? What's the stores? What do we got? What do we got?
There's, I mean, down by where you're at, there's a couple stalls, not too many. One of them is just selling like various tools or like I don't want to, like, mining picks or hammers or,
Workman's items.
yeah, essentially.
Okay. Okay. We don't need none of that, do we?
Somebody was expressing interest in being a miner, but then they got taken by cloakers.
No.
What?
Someone wants to fight the Underdark things.
Oh, yeah. Well, we will. Just not.
He wants to fight everything, not just Underdark things.
Okay, so we're heading back to the main market area.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular as you're doing so, or what?
I'm just scanning around, seeing if there's anything interesting. Like, particularly interesting. Like, I don't know.
Well, like I said, you guys are from the surface. You are not familiar with anything Underdark related. None of you have ventured in the Underdark.
I can't read the signs.
That's
You can't
true.
read anyway.
Yeah, yep.
So this is all very odd to you.
I just want
Does,
to look around, kind of like touristy, and just
Does Gavin want to find any magical stuff to be a weirdo with? I don't know how magic
be a
men do
weirdo
stuff.
with.
I just
Not
hit things. I
particularly.
don't know.
Maybe if I was the other kind of magic man, maybe.
Yeah, he's not a wizard.
Hmm. Do you want to find an alchemist?
Absolutely.
Let's go
Ask
find.
around.
Let's
Oh,
not
yeah.
do anything stupid to the alchemist this time. So
So
I've heard.
Well, around the stalls, is there anybody like clearly selling potions or anything? Or
you see a couple stalls that have like some vials or flasks, some like brewing stuff.
let's go pick one and look at it. We approach a flasky stall.
Okay. Kind of looks up at you a little surprised. Surfacers.
Yeah.
You guys are kind of in the wrong place, aren't you?
Well, we weren't intending to be here, but we are here, so we're making the best of it.
Pish posh. If you got gold to spend, what can I do for you?
What do you have here in the?
What are you looking for?
Our friends.
Well, that, but I don't think he has our friends behind his counter. Ivanus.
I don't think your friends are in my flasks. Dragonborn.
What kind of healing potions do you have?
Oh. Well, I have some lessers and a couple greaters and one superior.
Well, superior's a lot.
Gavin's got Bando, so maybe
Got what?
I don't know if we need potions.
Do we not?
I mean,
We need
they can't
some.
hurt as they are healing potions. I have 3 lesser healing potions with me already.
Yeah, I have 2.
Do you want to get like a greater maybe? Just
Sure.
just to have kind of.
Yeah.
Sure.
How much is
Evening.
How much is a greater?
Greater healing potion? That would be. Let's see. at?
Away.
Let's see.
Hmm.
It doesn't have the price. Why doesn't it have the price?
Oh, well, that means it's free.
People like you, I just want to strangle.
On the house.
Like, strangle a lot. Basic, the lesser start at. Okay. So the greater healing potion. Ah, yes, it's 175 gold pieces.
Hmm.
It seems like a little much.
Maybe not.
That's a little out of my budget right now.
Maybe we could perceive the.
Can I do an insight check on him?
Sure.
Is he inflating the price because we are outsiders?
No, he doesn't seem to be inflating the price because you're outsiders.
Hmm.
Stuff's expensive in the Underdark.
That could be a factor.
Oh, okay. Okay, and how much are the lessers?
They're 50 gold apiece.
Okay, I think we're gonna wait on those. They're a little...
Suit yourself.
Okay. What kind of, do you have anything with, like, super neat in? Kind of interesting what kind of interesting stuff do you have?
Maybe magical items? Or magical potions?
I mean, I only deal with potions and flasks here. What are you looking for exactly?
We're just browsing.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Are you browsing for something in particular?
No. Do you have anything that would be good against, that would help us to face Underdark creatures?
Well, I guess that depends on what you're trying to do to these Underdark creatures.
I'll try and chop them in half.
You're trying to chop them in half.
I'm gonna kill him with my axe. I got axe. I'm gonna hit him.
That's good. I would imagine you could probably kill quite a few things with the axe.
Preferably you just kill them in some way or render them unable to hurt us.
I mean, there's a couple potions of strength.
Do you want a strength potion, Ibanez? How much is it?
It's gonna be a lot.
Well, what is Ibanez's strength right now?
22.
Yes, it wouldn't even do him any good.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
can't imagine I need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because the lowest version of it only is for strength 21. The next one, which would be rare, would be strength 23. and then strength 25. But again, they're rare, so any rare quality item is going to be worth a hell of a lot more than you guys have at the current level.
Okay. Okay. You know, that's all right. Thank you, though. I think he's gonna be okay with it. And I kind of poke at his arms, his muscly arms.
My scaly, muscled arms. My disgusting lizard body.
Okay.
He's pretty strong.
Yes, he looks like he can wield an axe or two.
2 axes.
2. Oh. I'm just thinking about that now.
Do you make these yourself?
I do. Some of them take a long time to make.
Mm-hmm.
And getting some of these ingredients down here is challenging.
Oh, I could imagine. And especially your trade route was just destroyed.
Yeah. I'm not trying not to think about that right now.
I'm sorry. Hopefully we will be able to do something about that.
Well, if you manage to do something about that, then I might cut you in on a deal.
Okay. I'm listening.
Well, why don't you do something about it first and then come and see me afterwards?
Okay. Would you like us to bring anything to you in particular?
No. Maybe I can't really ask for proof because you don't know what's going on or what's behind it, I guess, right?
Not yet. Well, we have an idea, but nothing solid yet.
Well, I'm sure if you guys do manage to handle the situation, I'm sure word of mouth will get out fairly quickly.
And what's your name, sir?
My name is Marvin.
I almost want an insight check. It sounded like very much lying.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna do it.
You completely believe his name is Marvin.
Okay.
Yep.
You even
Oh,
see the
God.
sign in the doorway that says Marvin the Magnificent.
Okay. Marvin. Okay. I'm Penguin, this is Ibanez, and this is Gavid.
I won't remember your names, but okay.
You will when we come back.
You say so.
If we have no other business here, fellows.
Okay. Do we have
Okay.
anything else we want to try to buy from somewhere?
Nothing that I can really think of. Nothing that would be cheap, at least.
Okay, fair enough.
All of our money, all of our party gold is currently at the bottom of a ravine, so.
This is very true. And you guys don't know about Gavid's stash.
Nope.
Yeah.
Starting to think I should take that gold back from Varaka when we get a chance. Okay, so we leave and just kind of browse the stalls again, I guess. Unless we're looking for something in particular.
Maybe we head back down and check out the second floor a little bit
Yeah.
Okay.
while we wait to hear back from the elves.
Les elves. We didn't give them a meeting place. We just
Uh,
figured they'd find us because we stand out like a sore thumb.
yeah.
Okay.
I imagine they could just like ask anybody, have you seen like the little Godzilla boy and the small lady and the weird man walking around?
Godzilla boy.
Godzilla and the Squirrel Woman.
Oh my god, there's a comic there somewhere. Godzilla meets Squirrel Girl.
Oh god.
Okay.
We're heading down. We just want to check out Tier 2.
Okay. You meander your way back down the stairs from the Grand Promenade into the second tier of Slatesplitter. And places down here seem more not upscale, but not mediocre. So kind of like between. Most of the buildings look like residential homes.
Okay. Do you want to
see-
break into somebody's house or?
No!
Something.
We're trying not to make a scene.
So nothing too interesting down there,
No.
other than people's houses. Is there anything above the? Did we see anything as we went up to like the market area? Is there anything further above?
How
Or
many tiers are there that we
Yeah,
can
there's
tell?
2 more tiers above the market.
2 more tiers. Okay.
So
I imagine the top one is where the king man is or something, right?
Yeah, and the fourth one is probably where more noble gnomes are. I don't know if
You can go rob some rich people? I don't know. I mean, what's...
Let's not go rob anybody.
You want to go back to the inn? Tavern
Yeah.
thing?
I suppose that's good.
Yeah, we'll just go back and wait for Malachi and Sabri.
Okay. Meandering back down to the bottom tier. You find your way back to the tavern that you were at originally, and the same server comes back to you and goes, "Oh, well, you guys are back fast, aren't you?"
Yeah, we took a quick browse and deposited his head, and now we're back.
Did you get some more brains for him while he was there?
Those are a little bit out of our budget right now, so we're working on it.
She smiles and says, "He's so special.
He's a good boy.
Do you want some more meat, boy?"
Meat.
She says, "Okay, we'll get you some more meat."
Yeah.
I smile at her. We're friendly.
Did we ever figure out, did we ask what kind of meat that was?
You did not.
Alright, I'm not gonna.
Good plan.
Don't ask, don't tell. Alright.
She comes back out a couple minutes later with another plate of cooked meats. Same as before, but there's some more other flavors on there as well, Ibanez, that you didn't have before. So it's like a cornucopia of meats.
Is this stuff all native to the Underdark? Is this all?
Yeah, it's all native to the Underdark.
Oh, I was asking her, but
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, it's stuff that we hunt.
Oh, that's cool. What kind of stuff is he eating?
I'm eating it.
He's just eating it.
You don't care. It's meat.
Meat.
Oh, there's a couple things. There's some spiders. Some large, like, I guess they'd be equivalent to pack lizards.
So you're eating lizard meat, huh?
Do you stop eating?
I'm thinking about that one a bit.
But do you stop eating while you're thinking about
No,
it?
I'm still eating. I'm just kind of like,
You don't care. It's meat.
meat. I stopped thinking and I can hear you.
Oh my god. There's some like, I don't know, equivalent to your cattle type animals as well.
Oh, okay.
Under beef.
Yeah, something like that, I guess.
I was just curious.
It's pretty good meat. You haven't had anything like it before.
I go and try and sneak a piece from Ibanez's plate.
Make a perception check, Ibanez.
And a sleight of hand for me, or?
Yep, side hand for you.
No.
Ah!
Totally managed to steal a piece of your food.
And pop it in my mouth before he can say anything.
No.
Shit.
We should have thrown her under the bridge.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
back and tell them to stop your hat.
So Ibanez is just sitting there wolfing down the plate of hot meats, and you guys are just enjoying the unusual atmosphere of the city
I'm
of
sketching.
Slatesplitter. And then that's where we'll stop for the night.
All right. And next time we get to save our friends, maybe.
It'll be interesting with only 3 of you going on a rescue mission.
But we gotta watch next week. Everybody shows up.
Well, if they do, they're going to have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get to dick around for like
Yeah.
3 hours.
No.
Yeah.
Get to
It's-
go get my
hey,
hat and talk to the king. And
I don't want to hear it. They wasn't able to play. They're going to have to sit and wait. That easy. That easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.